And finally, there are some records out of UFC 205, all the records broken in that fight, including the live gate at 17.7 million, attendance over 20,000, the weigh-in attendance got over 15,000, which is a new global UFC record, the FS1 prelims. Here's the crazy one. Social media impressions, 14 billion social media impressions.
Billion.
That includes things like tweets, likes, responses.
14 billion.
Billion, which is the most in UFC history. Just to kind of compare that to something that we can understand, how many do you think the Super Bowl had impressions?
5 billion.
4.3.
So the UFC fight had 14 billion social media impressions.
Yes.
The Super Bowl had 1/3 of that.
Yeah. Insane.
Listen,
That means more people were
Do you know how many
interactive with
you know how
UFC?
many old grumpy media guys I've been battling for years on this UFC? I'm like, newspaper guys, this is why you stayed at newspapers for 20 years when they were dying. You have no sense of business. UFC has been the most obvious buy in our... The Northeast media wouldn't even cover this for years because newspaper guys are old and cranky and want to talk American League Central baseball standings. This UFC thing's been on fire for a decade, and big chunks of the American media just don't pay attention.
And people love it. I think people are even
14
surprised
billion
that they love it.
impressions?
Yeah.
It's killed boxing, and it makes wrestling look goofier than it's ever looked.
Really goofy.
Let's bring out the Undertaker. 60.
That's the news.
Kristine with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.